How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Liberation Room, and today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about contracts and Warzone. Let's go. Alright, guys, so to kick off the video, we're going to talk about contract bonuses. This is pretty easily explained through the CallOfDuty.com website. So we're just going to kind of go through this. So I'm just going to read it verbatim. Whenever you complete a contract, your bonus will increase. This stat does not carry over from match to match. Determines the level of loot and cash that can be earned by completing contracts. A contract bonus of 1 is what you just start off with, right? That's jumping out of the plane. You have a 1. You complete a contract, you get a 2. So you can get all the way up to 6 if you complete 5 contracts. On that 6th one, you're pulling out legendary, epic, tons of money, tons of loot. So it's actually pretty good to do that. That's why I was talking about maybe getting a recon first and then jumping over to a scav in order to kind of boost the money you get from the scav. So that's contract bonuses, pretty layman's terms. Let's move on. Alright, so the first contract we're going to talk about is the scavenger contract. Now scavengers, when you select them, set up 3 boxes at different locations, some close, some far out. I've had them as far as 150 meters, I think even further than that. But it's going to set up 3 boxes with a 5-minute time lapse to get each box. So that meaning you got 5 minutes to get the first box. Once you get that box, it resets that clock 5 minutes for the next box. 3 total. Now, without a bonus, and we talked about bonuses earlier, it's going to give you $2,000 for completing the contract. That doesn't include the money that you get from the boxes. In this example I got rolling in the background, I think I ended up getting around $13,000, including the contract and the money from the boxes. This is a good contract to get early on in the game. The reason being is you're trying to get money for a loadout so you can get your guns so you can fight more competitively. These are also best early on because these go away pretty quick. If you drop in later from the gulag and you're the last one alive on your team, it's going to be a little bit hard to find this contract laying around. So best of luck to you there. Go ahead and try to get these contracts early on so you get the highest upper hand. Next we're going to talk about recons. Alright, so the next contract we're going to talk about is recon contracts. Now, recons are a little more self-explanatory. You pick them up and it's going to give you 4 minutes to get to a location that, I believe in this example, I can't remember, let's see, it's 180 meters out. So for this example, that's how far it's going to be. It's going to vary though. But it's going to give you 4 minutes to get to that area, secure that contract, which means just stand there near it until the bar fills up, and then it's going to give you some decent loot depending on your bonus level, and that'll be it. Now, a good advantage this also gives is a circle peek. What that means is, and I'll throw up an example here, is it gives you an advantage of seeing the next zone. Now, this is also a really good time to use this contract. Let's say you have a circle that's kind of circling around downtown and, say, farmland. Now, that's going to involve 2 different rotations. Depending on your playstyle, it's going to involve it's going to determine what loadout you might pick up next if you're going for range or going for close range. So this is a good contract to pick up in that moment so that you can see what you need to prepare for, whether it's going to be close range or some long range to medium with farmland. Now, another time to pick up this recon contract is if you're trying to develop that bonus in order to pick up a scav. Say you land in an area and you're fairly confident no one's around the area, you might want to pick up the recon first. That way you get the bonus for doing the scav that's nearby. That way you get a little bit more money. Alright, so for the next contract we're going to talk about is called the contraband contract. Sorry to repeat this footage, but to be honest, I never really do the contrabands because the main thing that they're used for is for people who are, blueprint fiends and just want to get all the blueprints in the game. 100% understand that. I love different guns. But usually mid-game, they kind of just make you a heavy target because you're calling in that helicopter. And you'll see here, I end up dying because I'm doing this contract. So I typically leave these contracts alone. But like I said, the main thing is they give you 4 minutes to get to a location, call in a helo, which you'll see me throw down the marker in a second. And once you call that in, you load something into it, you deposit into a bag, and then it gives you the contract. But like I said, I died trying to secure this contract, and I was in solos just doing contracts, and I don't have any other footage of them. So if you want to do them for fun. Other than that, I usually leave them. Alright, so this next bit of footage comes from the courtesy of Jay Quinn, or as he was known at the time, Little Sharpshooter. As much as he hates that name, that's what it is, man. So these are called supply run contracts. These are really good when you have one man gone, or you're just playing duos and got one man gone. Pretty simple contracts. Make sure you secure a vehicle first, have that vehicle waiting, pick up the contract vehicle, and go. It's going to give you 2 minutes to get to that buy station. Now, if you don't have anybody missing, these contracts actually let you get a self-res for free. Other items can be discounted as well, but the main thing it can be used for is just getting somebody back for free. Alright, so a little bit of time's passed between the last video and this video, as you can see by changing my appearance. But the last contract we're going to talk about is called the Most Wanted contract. The best thing that the Most Wanted contract is for bringing back an entire team. My friend Zach here, obviously, he drops in. Me and another guy are dead. So we've really got no contribution here, but he's able to pick up this contract. The contract lasts for 3 minutes. And what you have to do is just stay alive. If you stay alive for those 3 minutes, it grants you $4,200. That's without a contract bonus. It grants you $4,200 and brings back an entire team. Unfortunately, Zach wasn't able to live long enough for everybody. A car ended up coming in and running him over. The downside to Most Wanted contracts is that it does mark you as a high-value target. So if another team sees you and you show up as a big crown on the map, if another team sees you, they can hunt you down pretty easily and kill you and track your location. I believe there's a 10-second gap between 2.5 minutes where the crown is located on the minimap and between where the person is. I believe there's a 10-minute delay or a 10-second delay in showing where you're at. So you can see he tried to just kind of stay on the edge and hope that worked, but a car ends up rolling over after he tries to get his loadout. But it's the nature of Call of Duty, right? Alright guys, well that's going to be it for the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you take something away from this. I know it's very back to basics kind of Call of Duty content, but sometimes I feel that I need that. I need that kind of a back to basics. Let's look at the ins and outs of these contracts. Just kind of small stuff in order to help me, you know, kind of stay in the loop as far as what contracts to do and when. If y'all have any other ideas for any videos you'd like me to cover, any topics, anything like that, whether it be Cold War, Warzone, or Modern Warfare, even if you're still into that, let me know what you guys want to see. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.